Today's guest is a true American dream, born in Brownsville, Texas, living most of her life in Mexico, where she discovered that she has a real knack for singing when she was younger. Didn't want to share that until she was 19, came to Houston, and surprised a lot of people, working a lot of hours at a job that she didn't necessarily like to support her music career, and finally she started with Rapture, a musical journey, and is the top variety band in all of the Houston area. So today's guest, Liz Hernandez. Yeah. I know, you hear the crowd goes wild. the one person.
Come on, Chambo, cheer for me.
Thank you. So quite a story. I'm assuming to get here. So really, that's what I wanted to hear first off, because man, it had to be pretty difficult. You had a dream though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. It was hard to move from a culture that I was, my first language being Spanish, and then moving here fully like English, to an area that nobody really spoke Spanish. So I had to jump in the world of this.
Of Houston.
Yes. But, I mean, it's been exciting. I love it.
Yeah.
And
so tell me about that trip. So that trip from Mexico. When did you decide you're like, you know what, the swampland of Houston? No, I'm kidding. The great city of Houston is where I want to come. And how'd you get here?
I always knew, honestly, that I was gonna move, like to United States.
Okay.
Somehow, or sooner or later.
Yeah.
Because I was born in Brownsville, and my mom would always tell me, you have to leave it there, you were born there at the end of the day, even if it was an accident or not, you were, because it kind of was.
Wait, your mom said you're an accident?
No,
I'm
not
kidding,
me,
I'm kidding.
but. No,
I know.
No, but the way I was presented into this American world, it kind of was an accident.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get into my mom business, but
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad it happened, because there's not a lot of life from where I come from. Small town.
Where in Mexico?
I'm right on the border.
Okay.
Of
border
Brownsville and Matamoros. So it's a very small town. Like, honestly, I didn't see a future there. I mean, I'm not saying, like, all the people that stay there, blah, blah, blah. No. Like, wherever you can go, you can do your life just as fine.
Yeah.
But for me, I wanted more than that. And I'm just glad it happened that way. But, yeah, like, my whole life, I lived in Matamoros. I went to school there. I graduated from university there. But at the time when I went to university, I didn't have idea that I was going to come here. I mean, like I said, I figured I would be coming here later down the road. I just never knew how fast.
So you had a plan. It was just a surprise that it was so quickly.
Yeah, it was.
And how old were you when you came over to Houston?
I think I was 25.
Okay.
Or 23, something like that.
Got you.
Yeah, something like that.
It was some time in your 20s.
Yes, let's just put it that way.
Hey, same for me. I came to Texas when I was 23.
Oh, really? Where are you from?
Connecticut.
Okay,
Connecticut. Cool. North, you came from south, I came from north.
Hey.
But a little bit farther for me, but and a lot of snow up there.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, I definitely enjoy this warmer weather quite a lot. I would never trade the hottest day in Houston for a snow day that I have to shovel.
Wow. I mean, I really haven't experienced snow in my life. So the closest I've been to snow has been in Colorado, like a week ago, when I went to the top of the mountain and I grabbed the snow with my bare hands. Like, I just grabbed it. I was like so excited.
Oh, this is the first time you saw snow?
Yeah, it was the first time. I was so excited. So that's the closest. I don't know. I want to experience it though, because I mean, it looks fun. But it haven't been a change for me actually from the weather-wise.
Yeah.
Because where I come from is pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same. Yeah, I think down in South Texas is a little bit hotter, if I recall. I've been in McAllen a number of times.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, it's
You know how it is.
I like you get you don't realize how good it is in Houston.
So
until
do you think it's like hotter down there?
I felt like it was
Really?
hotter. Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
it's hotter here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe it's just whenever I was there, it was dead in the summer, and I was also whenever I was in McAllen, it was for business.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be out in not literally the streets. I wasn't walking the streets, but I was just like over there trying to sell electricity.
Yeah.
But I would be out and about, and so I'd be in the heat all day. So
Okay.
maybe that's why I remember it so hot. I do know Corpus sometimes gets really hot
Uh-huh.
too. It might be with the fact that it's closer to the water, Corpus.
Maybe.
I'm not
It's
sure.
humid.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
that's the humid factor for Houston. So you came to Houston. You made that trip sooner than you had expected.
Yes.
So you said that you had long hours at a job supporting your music career. What was this not so super cool job?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie to you. I love working with children.
Okay.
I went to school for psychology, and
Oh,
I wanted to
okay.
do, stuff with children.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Psychology, clinical psychology, or
Oh,
whatever.
wow.
That's what I want to do.
Mhm.
But so I was working at the Montessori school, right? I moved
Mm.
here in 2013.
Okay.
It was unexpected, and it's a long story. I don't want to bore you with it.
There's no excitement in that. You said unexpected usually has some sort of excitement.
I mean, okay,
Okay, let's hear it.
here it goes.
All right.
Let's spill the tea.
All right.
right,
Spill the
okay.
tea.
Okay, fine.
Thank
I'll
you for
say
saying
it.
that.
I'll say it. Here goes my secret, not so secret
Okay.
anymore.
It's going to be on this air with my 285 subscribers.
I got married
Okay.
2012
All right.
with a Mexican from Matamoros,
Okay.
where I'm from.
Got you. So hometown love.
Yes. And then I remember my uncle would always tell me, "Oh, you should come to Houston," because he lived here.
Mm-hmm.
He would always tell me, "I help you if you want to move here, or
Mhm.
there is so it's not safe because
Mhm.
of the narcos or whatever you want,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know because I've been through some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been
Yeah.
interesting. So I was like, okay, maybe, I don't know, in 2025,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Yeah.
But
Set
I
a
had
date
just
in the
gotten
future.
married in 2012.
Okay.
So my husband at the time was like, you know what, maybe we should consider it. We came to visit my uncle one weekend, and I have been told that it was just a 3-day trip.
Okay.
I mean, I can imagine you think,
Yeah.
anyway. So I come here, I have a 3-day trip, whatever, and then when it's time to come back, we go to this lawyer, and then just a consultation for my husband's green card,
Okay. Okay.
whatever.
Right.
So she's like, you know what? If you don't have an American passport, you should probably just think about staying right now here. And I just freaked out. I was like, what do you mean stay
Yeah.
here? Like, not coming back at all right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably stay here, because if you want to arrange the green card and you want to come back into the States, they're
Yeah.
not going to let you in without a passport. So he's
Uh,
like, you know what, maybe it's a good idea we stay now. What do
Okay.
you mean? We have a house there, we're renting.
Yeah.
What about our stuff and our friends and our family?
Okay.
It's okay, my parents are going to fix everything for us.
Okay.
So guess what?
Yeah.
I stayed in Houston
Okay.
with 3 changes of clothes,
Oh my gosh.
just like that.
So.
Following his advice that at the moment I was so scared of it, I was like, you know what? F it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And that's how I stayed here in 2013 in February. And
February
then in
2013.
March, probably middle of the year, I started working in the Montessori school
Okay.
as a teacher aide. And I enjoyed it, but I hated it. Well, yeah, I hated it because it was just such a sudden change for me.
Yeah. So I kind of have an idea of what a Montessori school is. It's like a private school for younger children.
It's just a different system of education.
Okay.
So in my classroom, we had kids that were 6 years old mixed with 2.5 years. years old,
Oh, that's
and
great.
they would help each other.
Huh.
They just basically learn from each other,
Okay.
and I don't know how to explain it, but just for me, it's just better, and I wish like everybody just could have their kids in the Montessori school.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like it's better.
So it's a really good atmosphere.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
it's more like a, how do you say that? I'm looking at him like, okay, give me an answer.
Yeah.
No. Like an everyday life, you know.
Yeah.
The older kids help the younger kids, and they learn faster.
Right.
And they help them with manners and stuff, and it's just so much friendly.
So this is a better integration.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I just love it.
Gotcha.
But at the time, I didn't know what's gonna happen with my life because I moved here so suddenly,
Mm-hmm.
and I had no idea. And
Mhm.
then I had just graduated from psychology. I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah,
Like, am I
yeah.
gonna really practice what I went to school for? What's gonna happen? So, and I was working singing on the weekends.
Oh,
So it
man.
was Monday to Friday, 9 to 6 or 6:30 in the school, and then on the weekends, boom, work as singing, which I enjoyed.
Yeah.
But it was really hard because I was working every day, like all the time.
And also, I'm sure the hours that you had to do on the weekend weren't exactly good for your general schedule at the school.
Yeah, it was hard. But you know what, the directors from the school, they were really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And when I really had to come in late or skip a day, they would
Mhm.
just let me
Yeah.
do it,
Okay.
which it was pretty cool.
So they were supportive of.
Yeah, they were
That's cool.
supportive,
That's
and
cool.
and yeah, it was pretty cool.
When at what point were you able to go full-time music?
Yeah, it was probably 2015. I was really scared, honestly, because I didn't know. I mean, I believed in my talents,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said before, like I didn't know the music scene in
Mm.
Houston,
Yeah.
and the only people I knew. Okay, so the first year I moved to Houston, my uncle does this like piping designs or whatever things in an office, right? So he used to work
The-
with this man.
The same uncle that surprised had you stay.
Yes. Hey, Uncle Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the same one. I remember he was working with this man that played the saxophone.
Yeah.
So he told me, you know what, I'm gonna connect you with him,
Yeah.
and maybe he can get you some shows. And I was so
Yeah.
excited because I had just gotten here in February, and then by March I was already working in the music scene. I was so excited.
Yeah.
So I remember talking to him on the phone, and I could barely understand him because I didn't know how to understand English through the phone very well.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway, I made it,
Made it work.
yeah, I made it work. And then he told me, oh, I know this friend that needs some people that sings in English and Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
So then he connected me with this Salvadorian piano player that he's great. His name is Jaime Casco, and I really have a lot of appreciation for him because
Yeah.
he gave me the chance
Okay.
to start in this business.
So he had a band that he was like, hey, come on.
He was the first person I used to work with, just the tracks and the piano, and then me.
Yeah.
And then after a whole year or two working with him, I would just work with him twice a month. But that wasn't enough for me because I would still have to do the Montessori work every day.
Right.
So it wasn't enough money for me. I wanted to do this full time.
So it was just you. So you're saying it was just you and him?
Yeah, it was
Going-
just the two of us. Sometimes maybe one more person, but it wasn't. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't
Yeah.
what I wanted. I wanted to do this every day and
Right.
make a living out of just music entirely. And I remember in 2015, I just decided, you know what, maybe I should just quit my job
Yeah.
and just see
Do it.
what happens. And I did it.
Nice.
And after a month of not working anywhere, I found Rapture. And it's so, it's just funny how everything happens in the right time, because they happened to need a singer,
Yeah.
and it was perfect timing.
Yeah. It's funny how all that happens.
Yeah. So that's how it happened. That was 2015, and I've been with them ever since.
So the piano situation, the Salvadorian piano player, which I forgot his name, I'm sorry.
Jaime.
Hi, Jaime and you, what venues were you playing then?
We did a bunch of upscale shows, like Bentwater, like country clubs and
Okay.
stuff, private parties.
Oh, Pinkies Up.
Yeah, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's where we used to play at.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that wasn't going to be on a normal frequency, on a normal pace.
Yeah, because I know he would do a bunch of solo shows, but that was
Yeah.
his shows, you know. He
Yeah,
would
yeah.
call me when he needed me,
Right.
which was twice a month,
Mhm.
but it wasn't enough for me.
And so Rapture, they're already established as a band, and they lost their recent singer then?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
And it seemed, from what I understand, they play a lot of weddings,
Mhm.
a lot of bars, restaurants,
Yes.
right? So then you had a gig almost all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 360, like change.
Mm-hmm.
It was so crazy because, you know, doing 2 shows a month
Yeah.
to 5 shows a week,
Yeah.
that was insane.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning, my voice was learning to adapt
Okay.
to the rhythm of working
Right.
so much with my voice.
Yeah.
So that was crazy, but I enjoyed it.
So I have very limited singing ability, but when I am alone, I'm a superstar in my car. But if I'm belting out lyrics, I feel like I always hurt my throat.
Uh-huh.
So I always wonder, for a singer, first of all, I must be doing it wrong, A, and B, how like you said, because you had to get used to it. How do you keep yourself from hurting your vocal cords?
It was tough at the beginning.
Yeah.
Nobody like really ever taught me how to sing
Mm-hmm.
or how to take care of my voice or anything. So I had to learn on the way,
Oh.
you know,
Oh,
to,
yeah.
you know. So, man, I don't know. Like, I try not to drink stuff with ice.
Okay.
That's one thing I do. I
'Cause it
do it
cools them
once in a
down?
while, but I try not to.
Yeah.
So anything with ice, no. In the wintertime, I wrap myself like a freaking lettuce, like layers and layers and layers of
Okay.
clothes. Man, I mean, and always do your warm-ups. Before every show. I used to not do it, and I felt the difference. It's true. It
Yeah.
helps a lot. You do, I don't know, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of warm-ups,
Right.
vocal warm-ups, and I think you'll be fine
Gotcha.
with that. Just drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Eat right, sleep well.
All the basics.
Yes.
So basically, if you have cold vocal cords or unwarmed up vocal cords, it's going to be really bad for me.
It's not really bad,
Yeah.
but it's not comfortable.
Got
You know?
you.
Yeah.
I
Because
got you.
I'm sure that when you're singing, you personally maybe have felt it.
Yeah.
You feel a little scratch.
Yeah, it doesn't feel
a little
good.
itch.
I feel like I'm going to blow out my voice.
Yes.
And that's me singing to half a song.
Ah.
So I can't even imagine.
Yeah, so you have to really train your voice.
Right.
If you're gonna do this like I've been doing like 5 nights or 4 nights a week, it can get tough. And if
Yeah.
you don't take care of yourself, you're gonna blow your voice.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very important.
Yeah, I could understand that. So you're saying 4 to 5 a week usually.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly now things are a little.
Man, don't make me cry.
No.
please.
I was gonna say, do you? Because I know obviously, it seems like everyone I have on the show, I almost always have to talk about COVID somewhere.
Yeah.
So for you guys, pretty much it's the venues are to a point where they don't have as much coming in. Is that why they can't?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know, the budget is just different now. That
Right.
there's not a lot of money coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously they don't have the money to pay the full band or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, we've
Gotcha.
been hit hard,
Yeah.
sadly, but it's true.
So the music industry in general.
The music industry, like my bartender friends, everybody
of
works in the,
course.
you know,
Yeah.
business.
Do you see Have you started to see jobs opening though?
It's starting slowly to get back to normal,
Right, right.
but it's just starting slow.
It's starting
you know?
slow,
But
yeah.
that's better than nothing, because
Right.
like 2 months ago it was just awful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
So with all this downtime, are we seeing your own album coming out maybe soon? Have you been working on your own personal album?
No. And you know what? I always say, well, yeah, maybe I should, and I never start doing anything. I have my friend over here standing, and I always tell him, you know what, maybe, yeah, we should do this, we should do that, and we never do shit.
Yeah.
But I write a lot.
Right.
I don't let anybody see it, but I write.
Okay.
It's not turned into melodies or anything. I just write to let it all out.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of friends, like my friend here, Chambo, that know music. Like my boyfriend Tony, like he knows all this music stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They make great music, and I haven't taken advantage of it.
Yeah.
And I'm so silly of me of not doing it.
So what's keeping you from?
Yeah, I think it's just my own insecurities.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty much.
I think it's so. Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you need to put out something perfect,
Perfect?
or like?
What's perfect?
Well, I'm just trying to ask. What do you feel like you are most insecure about? Like your own music.
It's not about the music I will make. I think it's about my own person, because growing up, I didn't have a lot of support.
Okay.
So I feel like you're my psychologist. I'm in therapy right now.
No.
No, you know what? It's been tough for me
Yeah.
on the way here. And I feel like I've been on my own doing this, which is cool, whatever. It is what it is. But you want support from your people growing up, You want somebody to cheer you up. And if you don't have that, it just creates doubts in your mind. And those doubts are going to pull you all the time. Like, oh, my God, I want to do this. They're like, are you sure you want to do that? Like, I don't know. Like, you're not that good. Yeah. So
I know that very well.
Yeah. So, and
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody can relate to that.
Yeah.
Because no matter what you want to do, there's always that fucking voice that's telling you, I don't know about that. You're not that good. Are you sure?
Yeah.
So I think for me, those voices are always in my mind. But that's something that I've been dealing with throughout the years.
Yeah.
So I do want to put music out.
Yeah. You do.
But
You have.
I do want to. I just haven't taken the step.
I totally get it, and I think that's something probably all of us deal with. And first of all, you should really pat yourself on the back for how far you've come. So I've been told that a lot in my life, actually by my mom a lot, because I'll always talk to her. I know, no, they know better, right? So she'll be listening to stress that I have for the business, right? And she was like, "Have you stopped and told yourself how awesome it is where you got?" Right? Right? So it's so sweet. Wait. But I think that's what a lot of people don't realize, and I could really, really empathize with your situation, because when I wanted to start this, I was like, I love learning people's stories. I love talking. Who doesn't love talking? Yeah, but I was like, I thought this would be really cool. I would always listen to Joe Rogan. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. But it took me forever. I just waited and waited and waited and waited and waited, because, like you said, I had a little voice that's like, who wants to listen to you, you asshole?
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that exact same thing. So, but I found as soon as I just did it, even though it wasn't like, I wasn't an instant viral sensation, the first time I was just like, wow, I'm not as terrible as I thought I was, So, and I think everyone struggles with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, I feel like all of us are dragging something
Got you. Yeah.
from the very beginning of our lives.
Oh yeah. Well, you study psychology.
Yeah, and that helped me a lot.
Yeah.
You know, more than helping others, I feel like it
Mhm.
helped me tons to work on my own self. Like,
Mm.
it's just been an eye opener.
Yeah, I'm telling you, psychology is big.
Oh yeah.
I don't think enough people go for therapy.
I just feel it's such a shame because I believe like everybody should
Mm-hmm.
as a daily thing, you know.
Mhm.
Well, maybe not every day, but
Yeah.
you know, I don't know, like twice a week or once a week, just to let it all out.
Oh
You
yeah.
want a different perspective.
Yeah.
You don't want your friend telling, "Oh my God, you're so good." Like, no, you want somebody to really be objective and tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that doesn't know you, you know. Because
Exactly.
I had some friends telling me, "Oh, why don't you just give me therapy?" Because I fucking know you. I want to tell you that you're fucking great when you're not. It's just not how it
Yeah,
works.
That's true.
It's not how it works.
That's true.
But yeah, I would love that just, it would be free for everybody.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be amazing?
that would be amazing. I actually had someone on the show, Jen Sardui, who runs a nonprofit, Rebirth Equity. I'm butchering what it's called, but one of the coolest things she does is mobile mental health clinics
Wow,
for those
That's
who are less
amazing.
fortunate. I thought that was the coolest thing.
that is awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you have everyone's dealing with something,
Yes.
and it's probably the only people that are really able to actually deal with it are the people that have the extra money to spend.
Exactly.
It's very,
It's sad
yeah, it
because
is.
everybody needs it, but not everybody can afford it.
I know.
Which
That's.
fucking
I'm a
sucks.
big proponent of that, so it's good that you brought that up. And as you said, it all starts from the beginning. So, pretty much our entire childhood has really shaped where we are now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it depends on us to break those chains of
Mhm.
pattern of behavior or whatever into our own, you know, style or our own path or whatever.
Mhm.
And I believe that I've done that, and I'm proud of myself for that.
Mhm.
But like going back to the music thing, and I was talking to my friend here about it, like not so long ago.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, and it's so freaking hard to just leave that behind
Mhm.
to follow your own dreams without those voices telling you you
Oh, I
can't
know.
do this.
I know.
So I'm proud of myself,
Mhm.
but I feel like I still have a lot more to give to when it comes to my music
Mhm.
or, you know, my own artist side,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot more to come then.
Mm-hmm.
Before everything kind of died down, though, what were some of your like favorite venues, or what were some of the best experiences you have,
Here or like in general?
just in general?
Experiences music wise.
Yeah. What were some of the shows where you're just like, man, this was absolutely off the hook. I was on point. Everyone loved me more than normal.
Well, there's a lot of venues that I like, but whoever has got the biggest stage,
Yeah.
that's
That's
you know,
the
that's
one.
my favorite because
Yeah.
I can just twirl and do
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the ever I want without being like hip with the guitar on the right
Right,
side or
right.
with the drums on the side because I've been closed. Let me tell you, I'm like, woo, having so much fun. I'm like twirling and then boom, oh
Poor-
shit.
poor
like,
Joe Handy.
Ow. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess whoever has the biggest stage. And when it comes to like more of a sentimental side,
Mm.
I just remember this one time, and this made me cry. Like
Okay.
this really touched my heart. We were performing at a place with a big stage.
Okay.
I was enjoying myself. So we played this salsa song, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we played Oscar de Leon Llorarás, this salsa, which I love. And then at the end of the break, I walked down the stage, and then this person from Cuba, she gets close to me, and then she just tells me, she grabs my hand, and she tells me how thankful she was of playing the music that, you know, she felt so close to her town,
Yeah.
to her land, And
Oh,
then
wow.
she was really, like, she got teary-eyed.
Oh, that's
And then
awesome.
she told me, thank you. Thank
Mm.
you for doing this the way you did, because he
Mm.
brought me close to my roots
That's amazing.
and to my land.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel that far from home when you're doing what you do. And I was just like, oh my God. And then she gave me a hug, and I hugged her, and I just felt it in my heart, like, wow, yes, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And when you have the feedback and that, just, oh my God, I get goosebumps.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful how
Moving
music
on.
brings together people
Oh, yeah.
and connects everybody.
Well, like I think sound or music and sound, you you have memories connected to that,
Oh,
right?
definitely, yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of songs
Oh, yeah.
for me connected to my past. I have so you know U2, of course.
Mhm.
So I forgot what album it was for U2, but my parents were going through a divorce, and my dad had moved out, and he had one freaking album, and it was the U2 album. So he'd be playing it all the time.
Really?
So I remember for the longest time, when I would get older, I'd hear it come on, and I'd be like, I fucking hate that song. I was like, I hate U2
Oh.
so much, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, why? Like,
Well, do I hate it so
why
much?
do I hate Bono so much? Like, I freaking hate that guy. And then I eventually was like, no way. Like, that's why. And it was funny. As soon as I recognized it, I was like, okay, I could listen to this a little bit easier now. Well, that's interesting.
It is interesting. Like, a lot of songs just connect you and bring you back to
Mhm.
places
I know.
and people,
Yeah.
you know? And sometimes you just don't want to, remember that, and then
Right,
it's
right.
just, you can't help it.
I know.
That's why I love it, you know?
Yeah.
But of course, I'd rather see it on the more bright side, you know?
Right.
Happiness.
Of course.
And
Of
all
course.
these, like, cool memories. But yeah,
So,
I think that was one of
so
them.
don't sing any U2 for me, please.
Okay.
For me.
I remember that when you come to the shows.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hey, no,
Awesome. No U2. No U2. No, I know you love Bono, but don't. So people. So I'm guessing then people request, because there's some venues where you can get requests. I'm guessing.
I mean, everywhere.
Okay.
Really.
What is the most requested? This is, you already hate this.
Oh my God.
What's the most requesting song? You knew I was gonna have to
Yeah.
ask it.
Jesus. You know, even though I love Journey,
Oh
I
no.
fucking hate. Don't stop believing. Jesus. Do you know anything else? Like,
Oh my
come
God.
on.
I'm gonna make a wild guess. It's only white people requesting it.
Yeah.
It's okay. You could just shake your head.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
99%. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think that, and then sometimes we will hear between the crowd somebody yelling, "Free bird!"
Oh my God.
Yeah. And we're like, yeah, woo! And then my guitar player starts a little bit, and he just stops. I said, "No, we don't know that one."
Well, like there's so much of the song that's just instrumental.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of songs that we get requests, and it's not that we hate the songs. I guess, I don't know, it's just like people
Yeah.
give it a different meaning, and then, like I said, it brings you memories.
Yeah.
And it's not like personally it brought me memories, just like, maybe, I don't know, in that freaking song, when somebody requested, it's just crazy people, like, stripping, you know, on the dance floor. It's just like, I don't want to do that.
Wait, what?
I don't, yeah, oh yeah, we had everything.
Oh my gosh.
Like, all my musician friends can't relate to this.
Oh.
Like, we have some requests where people are like, yeah, and they're showing you boobs and butts or whatever. So it's just like, it depends on the place, of course.
At a wedding? No, I'm kidding.
No, you know what? No, I don't remember nothing crazy happened at a wedding. It's usually at restaurant
Restaurants.
bars or whatever.
What's the absolute most insane thing you've seen happen?
Jesus. Oh my God, I've seen some crazy stuff. I've gotten spanked in the butt before in a fancy place. I was in shock. I was like, dude, are you serious? You spanked my butt? Oh, That happened.
Did you get him thrown out?
I was in shock. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then I remember my friends were like, my bandmates were like, what the fuck, didn't you say something? And
Yeah.
then I remember the security guard, you know, all like suited up and stuff here. It was like it was a nice place. And then he just told me, why didn't you tell me? I could have just like kicked him out.
Yeah.
I was in shock.
I know.
I mean, I was singing, and then I just spent him around while I was still on stage, and he was on the dance floor. And I did this, you know, because I'm just like that
Yeah.
friendly. I'm like,
Yeah.
And then I just turned around a little bit, and then boom! Oh my God! Are you kidding me? But yeah, that's not the craziest thing though.
Oh no.
We were at another fancy place.
Why is it always the fancy places?
I know. That's what I understand. That's where the craziest things happen.
My guess is going to be because money
Yeah.
and entitlement.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what the first thing that comes to my mind. Okay, dude, you think you have money and you can do whatever you want? No, you can't. But yeah, this one time we were singing a song or whatever. I can't remember which one. And then
Journey.
probably. And then this guy was dancing with this girl. I mean, she was a good-looking girl, like, you know, big butt, you know, small waist, whatever. She was dancing with him. Apparently, they didn't know each other. They didn't know each other. So he came, grabbed her hand, or dancing, whatever. And he got starting to get too close to her, and she didn't like that. I mean, I saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because they were right in front of me.
Saw it go
in
down.
front of the band. I saw everything going down. So you won't believe this, but he swung at her.
Oh, what?
Like, he was too drunk that he just, like, fucking did this. And then she went like this. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
what is your problem?
Yeah.
And then after that, they told him, like, you know what? You gotta leave.
Yeah.
So he went out, but nobody really made sure that he didn't come back in. So guess
Yeah.
what? He came back in.
Oh,
and then he
no.
broke a glass
Oh,
of
no.
whiskey or whatever this girl was drinking, or he was drinking, I don't know. And then to another girl, he just, like, right on
He's
her
crazy.
face. And the paramedics came, the ambulance or whatever. And I didn't know what to do. You know, as a professional, we should have just kept going and singing, like,
Yeah,
you know, nothing
yeah.
is happening. But I can't just pretend that nothing
I
is
know,
happening. And
no.
I was on the mic like, no, stop. I was like, no. And I was telling, like, what's going on, right? Like, should we stop? Should we keep
Yeah.
going? And I just said, like, no, like twice or something. I can't even remember. And I just kept going.
Yeah, what is that song? The beat goes on.
The bigger, yeah. I mean,
That
that
is
was, I think, for me, it's still in my mind. Like, just,
pretty crazy.
like, I can't just believe that this dude didn't like her just saying, you know, get away from me. I don't want to dance with you anymore.
Yeah,
And he just, like, ran in her face.
I got you.
So, but yeah, that was one of the craziest.
Yeah.
And I've gotten body shamed before, like just people coming and think it's okay to just tell me, oh my God, you have no butt. Oh my God.
What?
Oh yeah. People are mean, and they just feel more like, I'm just gonna tell you because you're just somebody that are dancing on the stage, and I feel like maybe just we're made of plastic or something, I don't know. And they just
Man.
feel like they can just come and tell you, criticize your body. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm not even here for my body. Like, I'm trying to sing a song, and you're telling me that I have no ass. I mean,
You're like, listen, I sing out of my mouth.
exactly.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah. So those things
Yeah,
are pretty
I
crazy.
feel like, man. Well, first of all, people are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Everywhere. But I feel like the more prominent in public you are, the more likely someone's going to say some mean stuff to you because they
Oh,
want
yeah.
to tear you down.
Yeah, because, you know, as an artist, you are right there on the spot.
Yeah.
You know, people are looking at you, they're criticizing you, which is fine. You know, we all know how this works. That's fine. But, man, I just feel like people are so mean.
Yeah.
Like, they don't realize, you know, I'm up here singing for you, entertaining, whatever, but that doesn't give you the right to come and tell me that I have no ass, or, you know, my boobs are so small, or blah, blah, blah. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, who cares? Just enjoy the show, and doesn't matter how I look, you know, you're dancing to the songs I'm singing, cool. Just enjoy it.
I'm sure those people are likely jealous. That's usually the situation.
I mean, that's what people say.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just think that's so fucked up.
Yeah. It was really messed up. Every time I see someone go out of their way to put someone else down that they don't even know. So there's no history there. Not saying that it's good if there's history.
Yeah.
But
no, I understand.
it's usually that person's miserable, unhappy with something about themselves.
Yeah. Also, I feel like when you mix alcohol
Oh yeah.
with music and stuff, it's just. I'm not gonna say like everybody that's drunk is the same way, but I've seen it. Like a lot of people that are drinking, they're just turning into assholes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And like I really enjoyed singing at bars or restaurants or whatever. But it doesn't matter where you are. There's always, obviously, it's more positive than negative. But there's always going to be that someone, you know, that wants to bring it down because it's having a shitty day or whatever. So it gets tough sometimes because you're right there. You know, everybody's looking at you like, and I'm like, dude, I can't see you. Come on.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, but hey, you keep it together.
I try to.
Tried.
I try.
Belch your heart out for these ungrateful people. No, I'm sure that, but at the same time, so you have those people, and I'm sure there's just as many people who are, if not more, bringing the praise,
No, of course.
excited to be there.
I have a lot of people that support me and the band, and I am very thankful for them because they come to like a lot of the shows that we're at, like depending on the area. So it's pretty cool to see their faces when we're coming into the venue. I'm like, oh my God, you're here! Or like I'm singing a song and they're coming in and just saying hi to them on the mic, like, hey, what's up? You're here? Hey, cool. They're sitting right here. Okay, cool. They're just coming and saying.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. Obviously, there's like I said, it's more positive than negative.
Yeah.
But when you are sometimes feeling low, wrongly, you focus more on the negative.
Right.
You know, but it's just.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And I feel like it hurts more. Sometimes it feels like praise doesn't feel as good as pain feels negative. Like it's not the same scale.
Yeah.
You know? So I get it. I've definitely not been in the spotlight, so I don't know really.
I mean, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it no matter what.
Well, how do you, so I know that going back to not a whole lot of shows right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I thought I had an idea while we were talking. What did you guys ever consider like doing like a remote live show? Did that ever come up?
A lot of people have asked me for it. Like, are you guys going to do a live show, like through Facebook or whatever? We haven't talked about it, but me and my boyfriend, Tony, he plays guitar in the band and he sings.
Yeah, I think I saw
So-
another Facebook page, Liz and Tony.
Yes.
Okay.
I just created that because we've been doing so much duo shows. I'm like, might as
Yeah,
well.
that's
gonna
right.
create
You
a band.
invited me to it. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So I'm going to create a name, Tony and Liz.
Yeah.
So we've done, throughout this whole craziness, we've done probably like 2 or 3 Zoom shows
Yeah.
to people in Florida,
Okay.
and that's it. But those were paid shows, of course. But yeah, I have a lot of friends that have done Facebook Lives and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But no, people have asked, but we haven't really, hey,
Really
we
done.
should. I mean, we said, hey, we should, but we never really say, oh, this day.
Yeah.
So it hasn't happened. But it's an idea that's like floating
Yeah,
around.
I think. Well, I know people are doing the alcohol part on Zoom, so I'm sure you can bring the two together.
Yeah, actually, it was interesting to, do those shows like that. Because obviously everybody that's an artist and is singing around town, they want to feel that warmth of the people actually being there and clapping, it's just, I guess, better, or we're just used to it.
Yeah, no,
So
I get it.
now that everything happened like this, it's just odd. And I
Yeah.
remember, like, we were in the house and we set everything up, and we see all these little squares of people, with their
Yeah,
wine
yeah,
glasses, and it was cool.
Yeah.
It was different. So he was sitting playing the guitar, and I was just kind of sitting, I guess. And it was so funny because when I'm on stage, I'm like, moving and just dancing around and doing stuff. And I wanted to do the same, but hey, surprise, you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, or at least you can't do it as much because you're kind of sitting down in a tiny
Yeah,
spot,
you don't have
and
the.
you can't do that much thing with the camera right,
Right,
here.
right.
So
You
I
need
kinda
some
have
sort
to
of-
stay on the square. So I'm like, we're like trying to dance and sing and dance on the same spot. Like,
So
oh my
what
God.
you need is like I don't know if you remember. I remember this from MTV, where they'd have the big shows and they'd have the big main view of it, and then they'd have the cameraman on the stage. That's what you need. You need a big area.
Yes.
The MTV cameraman. Spring Break. Liz Hernandez.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That would be cool, but yeah, you have to adapt to what we have. So I mean, I enjoyed it, but man, it was different. It
Yeah.
was just like I wanted to do this and that, and I'm like, okay, I'll have to stay in the same spot because
know.
if I move a little bit to the side, then I'm off the frame or
They
whatever.
don't see you. Yeah.
So yeah, those 2-3 shows that we had like that. I mean, we got paid for it, which I'm so thankful
Yeah,
for
of
because at the
course.
time we had nothing.
Right.
So I'm like, oh my God, thank you, because I got something.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now it's like slowly
Mm.
picking up. Like we having like 1 show or 2 shows a week.
Yeah.
So, but
Hey,
maybe
maybe we'll
it's
start
such
to get better.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure it will. It's just a big difference from having 4 to 5 shows a week
Yeah.
to 1 to 2. It's just like
Well, I'm really like I know you said it's starting to get back to normal. I went to grab food by Papacitos in Memorial City on Saturday, and it was just absolutely jam packed.
really.
And I was so like, what is going on? But I think it's getting to the point where we're almost full capacity in Texas. I'm not really sure.
I haven't been following the news, so
Yeah.
I don't know what's
I
going
stopped
on right
listening
now.
to the news,
Yeah,
honestly.
it just makes you anxious and
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
crazy. So no, honestly, I don't know. But a lot of the places that we used to work out, they're not having music, or they're just having like, duos or just solos,
Right.
acts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, it's just been the work that I've been having. Very few of those has been full bands. Mostly it's been duos, which is me and
Right.
Tony with the guitar and
Yeah, yeah,
vocals. That's it. That's all they can pay for, which is fine,
Well, hey,
It'll-
at
like
least-
you said, it'll get better.
At least you kind of adapted, because a lot of people just kind of have just accepted how things are and been so. The fact that you started the page with Tony and have started doing that, it seems like you're starting to branch out. And you have to remember, when you came here, it started out the same way.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's good. Not that.
yeah, it's definitely an odd time.
Yeah.
But we have to adapt.
Exactly. So when it does get back to normal and things are great, because I know you really get into your music. We already talked about the things that you really didn't like, and the people and things that they did that weren't the best. So obviously you give it your absolute all. Big stages, I know now, are your favorite thing. But what are some of aside from the sentimental thing, what are some of your favorite songs to sing?
Favorite songs.
And I know you gave us a preview, and I know you probably thought this might happen, but I feel like you have to sing something a little bit here, just a little bit. Give a little taste.
Okay, so what I like to sing, I like Esperanza Spalding a lot, but I don't sing that.
Okay.
Obviously, as covers in my band, we don't sing that because we do a lot of other stuff.
Right.
I don't know if I should sing that because I'm gonna embarrass myself. I do come prepared for that.
Okay.
But I will.
Oh, thank you.
I will a little bit.
All right.
Okay, so there's a song
Okay.
of Esperanza Spalding that I like a lot. It's
Okay.
called Fall In. Do you know that one? That's a pretty cool song.
What's it about?
Do you know that? Okay. It's piano. Actually, I want to do that with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my friend Chamba plays piano.
Just air piano.
Please air piano it.
There you go. That's perfect.
Here we go.
Okay.
Don't worry if we fall in love. We will never touch the ground. Don't worry if we fall in love. We will never touch the ground. Just fall into a dream.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Thank you. Yay. So, man, that song is so beautiful.
That does.
I love that song. But I don't do that on the shows. But
Is it just because not a whole lot of people know it?
I'm sure a lot of people know it.
Okay.
It's just not the style, I guess, that we go for.
Yeah.
That's more like jazzy, I guess.
If you were to get into more jazzy, because it seems like that's what you really like.
Yeah.
Where and how?
Well, I like her style a lot. I mean, also I listen to rockabilly music, the Imelda May band. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I like it, but I don't know if that will work well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still need to think about, a bunch of
Well,
stuff.
I think that, first of all, absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Sure you've never heard that before. That your voice is beautiful. But I really think that kind of like really powerful voice, I think I know you said you were very hesitant to put out your own stuff, but I feel like, especially now, female artists are getting a lot more attention than they ever were in the past. So great, right? I feel like there could be a lot that you could put out with that kind of feel, and maybe a slightly quicker tempo. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I think that would get a lot of attention.
Yeah, I've thought about it too. And I grew up listening to like a lot of different styles.
Yeah.
Of course, mostly Tejano and cumbias and stuff.
Yeah.
But man, I always looked up to Selena Quintanilla and Christina Aguilera and all that. So I guess those two were my really, influences to get into the music, stuff. But man, I don't know. Like
That's right.
I really would like to do some of that kind of style, like not exactly Tejano, but something in Spanish or maybe like Spanglish,
Well, I know. I think we talked randomly about Selena.
Oh yeah, we did.
Quintanillas are, they may have already gone with someone else. I don't know. But as of until 2021, they are with us for their account. So what I'm probably gonna do. I didn't expect to have you sing. I kind of was like, should I ask that? That's kind of tacky, but I went for it. So maybe I'll cut up the clip and I'll be like, hey, Suzette.
Hey.
Hey, Suzette.
Yes, please.
What you think?
Now, you know what? That would be a dream. Because growing up, man, I remember being like 8, 9 years old in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
And I was just like dancing like Selena and singing to her songs. I had a cassette.
Hey,
I should tell you how old I am.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I think we're pretty much right there the same. So,
man, it was just so exciting to see her on stage. And she would always have that smile.
Yeah.
And it was just, you knew it was authentic, that she was a true star. She had everything. Like she had the beauty, she had the voice.
Yeah.
And she was just that warmth coming out of her. Just, a star.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it was great because she really put like the southern part of Texas on the map too, and of course Mexico. So of course.
Viva Mexico.
Yeah. And man, I wish I was a little bit older during that time, because I don't remember a whole lot of it. Because of course I was in Connecticut at the time, so it wasn't as big.
It's close.
But yeah, I mean, I wish we had more energetic singers like that. I feel like this day and age, at least from my standpoint, someone's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm energetic," but I feel like this day and age, there's like a lot of somber music, and if it's more high energy, it's like, see, I don't know the proper terms to use. I'm just like, out of my experience, I just feel like there isn't that much presence on the stage anymore with that same kind of energy. Like, there are a lot of great performers, but it's just, I don't know. There's just
I
not
ju-
not
no,
the same mood.
I understand. It's just, excuse me. I just feel like music have became very plastic and just
Yeah,
they just want to sell music
yeah,
just to sell music.
yeah, yeah.
They don't put their heart into it anymore,
Yeah.
like they used to.
No.
Maybe I'm talking like an old lady. Maybe I don't know, but
I think so oddly enough, I think the genre that has the most heart has actually been rap, because I think with recent technology, there's so many rappers that can get out there that may have been overlooked before. At least I've seen. So I feel like that industry was a little bit harder to break into, as is any part of this industry. But I definitely think there's a lot of soul there. Sometimes, it's not definitely not the same genre. But that's
is
just
that your favorite music?
I would say I like anything that kind of intoxicates me. Does that make sense? So I'll listen to rap. I'll listen to EDM. I'll listen to country. I'll listen to indie. I'll listen to some Spanish songs that I have no idea what they're saying, but like the vibe is there. So like I'll just like listen to whatever. I know that's the most basic thing to say, that I like whatever, but it's like
No, I think
it's gotta have energy,
that's good that you listen to everything.
Yeah.
Because that's when somebody asks me, "What's your favorite music?" Like honestly, I do like to listen to a lot of jazz, blues,
Yeah.
or rockabilly music, whatever.
Yeah.
But I am open to other genres.
Yeah.
Like I do listen to pop or
Yeah.
like reggaeton and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I do. And I don't mind it. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, if you listen to reggaeton, you're like, how do you call that? I don't even know how to translate that word, but they call you like, oh my God, you're such a naco." Like, I mean, who cares? It's just music, you know. And if it moves you,
Yeah, I don't know a lot of reggaeton, but I do remember when I first learned about it. It was like 2006, and I remember the very catchy.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I was like, what is that?
but it moves you.
Yeah,
right?
it does.
Just makes you
It does.
dance a little bit.
It does.
So you probably were. Do you say 2006?
Yeah.
So you know Daddy Yankee and all that.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's one of my favorites because he started the whole like reggaeton stuff.
Yeah.
The pioneer of reggaeton.
Yeah.
I like everything too. Like, I don't dislike, I even listen to rock and stuff, System of a Down or like Metallica.
Yeah.
I really like everything.
I noticed it's really hard to find good, actually, I can't even really think of a lot of rock that's topping, the rock's kind of dying.
Right now, yeah, I feel like it's turning into something else.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's not rock anymore.
Yeah. It's
I mean, which
more
is
indie.
I guess. Yeah,
don't know.
it's just turning into something else.
Yeah,
But I mean, everything else is too. So.
if you look at TikTok, I'm sure you know TikTok, right? Yeah. If you take that as a determination of like what people what the younger generation is listening to, there's like absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything against people that use this TikTok, but
Hey.
yeah.
I always get made fun of because I tried to make a bunch of them. So
What, the dances?
No, not the dances, not the dances. But I'd always start them. I'll be like, "What's up, TikTok?" That would be always like my opening line. So my business partners on the calls would be like, "What's up, TikTok?" And just always harassing me about that. No dance moves for me.
Oh, wait, okay, yeah, I've seen it everywhere. Like sometimes we'll be performing at Kimmel Boardwalk, and then we see somebody from far away recording themselves with the phone. It's just like usually, I don't know, like teens or whatever.
Yeah.
And then my boyfriend Tony goes like, "I see you. I see you over there doing those TikTok dances," and they're just like turn like, "Oh my God, who's saying that?"
Yeah.
It's just funny, but whatever.
Hey, I mean,
makes you happy, go for it.
For a musician though, it's probably a okay avenue to get out there. I mean, if you put snippets of you singing, especially like brand new stuff, like it will get picked up. Because it's all about the sound. Like no one looks at it without sound, so they're gonna hear the voice and they'll be like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I really haven't. I think I downloaded it
Yeah.
before it was what it is now. But I was like, eh. Like
Yeah.
somebody told me, oh, you should download it. It's fun. And then I did. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I deleted it. But for me,
People
when
have
you,
started their music careers on there.
yeah, I mean, it could work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I
For
should
us, for us millennials, though,
try. Maybe, I don't know.
maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'll conclude it here. I really appreciate you coming on. I learned a lot. I really enjoyed hearing about your story. Thank you for
Thank
singing
you.
for us.
pleasure.
Once again, this is Texas Tea, and this is Liz Hernandez, gracing us with her presence today. If you guys have any questions or want to, you know what? Scratch that. If you want to book her,
Yes, please.
put it down in the
I'm poor.
comments. Put it down in the comments on YouTube, and I'm sure she would love to. Only if you have a big stage, love to come and play.
No, it doesn't matter the stage, you know.
Okay, any
I'm just
size,
happy to sing whatever,
whenever.
whenever.
I feel like you could go into the Shakira song.
Hey,
Hey.
Shakira, Shakira.
All right, guys, you have a good one.